And we are live. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones wherever you might be. I'm Emma and welcome back to The House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Seraphant. Welcome back to the Zero Escape series and welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward, now on part 12, which means this is now part 20 of the series as a whole. These are longer than I expected. I won't lie, I was not expecting this to be quite so much of an undertaking as it is. Going to click continue just so we don't run into the opening cinematic. So, last time a lot happened. We solved some incredibly dumb puzzles. We saw a hologram recording from Zero Senior projected from a Roomba, in which he told us about termites, and how termites can't appreciate the beauty of termite mounds, so maybe we're creating something amazing in higher dimensions that we'll never understand ourselves. We got our second ending, as you can see by the icons up here. We got Tenmyoji's ending, which felt a lot like it was meant to be Quark's ending, but here we are, in which we learned that the two of them come from some sort of post-pandemic future where, well, this is implicit at least, where root beer is the most expensive thing. I mean, sure. Yeah, sorry everyone that we're running a bit late today. The confluence of tech problems, me accidentally having a nap, and one of my fish dying. Like, they're not connected, they've just combined to throw me off my game somewhat. So, yeah. Yeah, should we just get into it then? I think we should. We've gone back. We went through the lounge this time, so we're on the third of 3 main branches from the first event. And we've just done the first Ambidex game. And everybody is annoyed because we clicked Betray. Because you always do the dick move first. Let's go. Right, and now we start off with stuff we can fast forward, because this is this whole conversation with Zero about when the next round starts. And how the game's going to work. And how it's going to kill us. Okay, and this is the colours and pairs have all changed. Oh yes, and Tenmyoji has a picture of a Kane, for reasons that have not been explained. Oh my god, is Tenmyoji Junpei? If Tenmyoji is future Junpei, I swear to god. Yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan. Mine too. Mine's cyan now. Mine too. Wait. I guess the colours weren't the only thing that changed. Wait, us pairing with Alice isn't how things went in the other branches, so this will be interesting. It switched from pair to solo, because we were with Clover at this point, I believe. You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair. Mine is now a solo as well. Looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair. I'm still a pair. The 3 of us seem to be magenta now as well. I'm yellow. And it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right? Yeah. Looks like I'm a pair. When did they change? Back when the AB gates closed. We've heard this, haven't we? Yeah. So, slightly different party composition. Sigma tries to remember his past, crotch shot, and then we woke up in a lift. Why is this happening to me? We've read this, I remember these lines. No? Okay. I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. Figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Caird said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, headed off. And this is where we will see much the same scenes with slightly changed dialogue, or maybe things will be massively different. I mean, they were when we found the corpse. Yes, there is also a corpse in this. The dead lady is here in this branch as well. Let's just head to the lounge first, why not? Why do we need to watch this entire transition sequence? Like I say, it would be allowable if I felt that it was because of tech reasons, because it was loading or something, but no, it just cuts you to a different room occasionally, so it clearly can. Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing. You were here earlier, right? Yeah, I was. Phi, Luna, and I were first into this room. Did you find anything suspicious? Like a secret pathway or something? You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention? Anything else, then? Anything out of the ordinary? Out of the ordinary? Which I want to say in the voice of David Byrne, to make a very niche reference. Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary. How about this? Isn't that obvious? It's an astronomy magazine. Apparently it's got an article about lunar eclipse. As you can tell through this horrible typography. Whoever designed this magazine cover should immediately be fired. Out of a cannon. So it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028. This New Year's Eve, then? Yeah, 6 days from now. Wait, what did you say? Now for discoveries we've made on every route. What do you mean, 6 days? Well, today's Christmas, right? So... Wait a minute. When were you grabbed? Didn't you hear me? On Christmas. About 2 or 3 in the morning. Wait, did they pick you up on a different day? Yeah. I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd. What about you? I think it was the 20th. Then we were all taken on different days. Does that mean we were just sleeping until the non-re game started? Maybe they kept us on a Sopril IV drip or something. In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right. Then today might not even be the 25th. Wow, this is the route where we actually, like, realise the possibility of discontinuous time a lot earlier. I think that's likely. Wow. Immediately get something in my eye. Thrilling viewing for you all. Yeah, some of us were probably abducted after you. Oh, I guess that explains why I feel kind of dizzy. You too? I've felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right. Maybe it was because we were asleep for so long, or maybe you're clones. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them. Then what day is today? Beats me. Yes, we know you're not going to be helpful, Dio. Why start now? I have no idea. And volunteering information again. Why start now? Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters or the infirmary? No, nothing in the quarters. Well, there was a book about a cat. A cat? Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Do we have to be on this train of thought again? It didn't make any sense to me, though. Huh. Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's going to help us get out of here. Yeah, I didn't think so either. How about the infirmary? Find anything interesting? Well, actually there was one thing. What? I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up. You don't need to apologise, just tell us what you found. Well, see for yourself. It's the newspaper article about the pandemic. We've read all of this. It's not letting us fast forward this despite the fact that we've seen this article half a dozen times. Do you think we're in a quarantine facility? You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Well, we don't know anything for sure. But look at us, we seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are. Well, you will. But if it's killing people worldwide, it must be horrific. Now just look at this soft, lustrous skin. This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease? That's a take. You want to touch it, don't you, boy? I can see it in your eyes. This has got very strange all of a sudden. Go on. Try. Well, I am feeling a little weird. That could be just from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Well, I mean, surely the two things are the same, because the drug is why you were sleeping for a couple of days. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here? Yeah, I guess you do have a point. Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this nonary game. Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game? Also a good point. Yes, it is. I do like that that's like the first time anybody has responded to, what if we're in some kind of secret government quarantine facility with then what would be up with the Psycho Rabbit making us play a death game? Which, like, I deal with the government enough. I know they have some weird practices, but Psycho Rabbit death game tends to not be up there. Tends to. I get past what I said about Temioji being from the future because he was trying to have a private conversation with Clover and we called him a creeper, but I mean, in my defense, whether he's future Junpei or not, he is still empirically a creeper. So you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and this virus? Probably not. Huh. Well, it's still something we should remember, I suppose. Yeah, it seems important. I mean, even if we're safe in here, our friends and families are still out there. That's true. I hope they're alright. Wait a minute, when did this virus actually show up? During a simulated planetary conjunction in a fake Mars mission in the Nevada desert, obviously. I've never heard of it before. Neither have I. Me either. So what day is it? If this Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were asleep, it Just how long have we been here for? I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information. Okay, I think I'll go look around a bit more then. I've already spent plenty of time here anyway. Also, I stole all the alcohol. Sorry, Dio. Now, Alice and I are going to stick around. You know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes. I mean, that's fair. Sigma is an idiot. Whatever. Turned. Headed for the exit. Where to next? Yeah, just carry on down the list. You've got to go everywhere. Is this going to be a repeated thing from when we had it in another branch? Please say I can fast forward this. Can I fast forward this? No. Great. How's it going? You guys find anything? Hello, Mr. Sigma. Nothing yet. Ah.
Well, Alice, Clover and I did go over this room quite thoroughly. I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here.
Why are you back here then?
Ah, well, I was concerned about the lady you found.
Oh yeah, there's a dead lady. You can't tell because she's not in the background art.
Who would do such a horrible thing?
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fine, please. Why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now. If we find more evidence in the future, that could change. We were so busy earlier that I never got to ask, but do any of you know who she is? Beats me. I've never seen her before. I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know, is there?
You still can't remember anything? I completely forgot that Kay was an amnesiac.
No. Not even a little, unfortunately.
You better be telling the truth about this amnesia stuff.
Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
Suspicious? Have you looked in a mirror lately? You might as well have suspicious tattooed across your forehead and we wouldn't be able to see it because you're wearing a mask. If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright. Kay's got the 7 trope. Yep, a little bit. Big guy, amnesiac, makes me do the throat voice. Or maybe even during the day.
Oh. I'm so sorry. I apologize for my frightening appearance.
It's not really something you need to apologize for. I mean, it's not your fault, right?
No, I suppose not. Well, I assume not. But
what?
I'm not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange. The mask and suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
No. I've tried several times to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. Now, but there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Would you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
Or what's loose and making that jingling sound when you walk? That would be another important thing to find. With no further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to us. Took no time at all to find something of interest. Thanks, brain, because my brain was immediately like, because he got that booty. I doubt that's what we've observed. Although maybe it is. Who can say? That's not even on his back. That's on the back of his head. That would have been visible with the robe on. Why has nobody commented on this in any timeline? There's a hole here on the back of your head.
Hole?
Yeah, looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if we put some kind of key in there, you could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there, then.
Yeah. Why is your armor so jingly? Seriously, if anybody stood behind him at any time, they'd be able to see that.
Thank you. I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like this.
You were just saying how natural it felt. Wait. A minute ago you said that it felt natural, thanks Quark. See, Quark's with me on this one.
It does. But that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange, but you'd hardly want to wear them all the time forever, would you?
Well, my dude, I have some news for you. Coming from someone who wears glasses all the time forever. Just saying, we exist.
That's what wearing the suit is like. Well, I think that's enough about me. Should we move to the next room now?
No. There still might be something here. I'm staying. Me too.
I see. Well then, I will move ahead and see how our companions are doing. What do you intend to do?
I think I'll be moving along too. No, we don't. We're a figment of a game designer's imagination. Why are you telling me that now? If I'd known I didn't exist, I could have, you know, would have not had to get a job. Where do I plan to go? Only one place to go. I was thinking I might go over to the crew quarters.
Very well. I shall head for the lounge then. Until we meet again. Excuse me.
Kay's robe flowed silently around him as he turned to leave. I made my way out of the infirmary behind him. Oh, this place was so obnoxious to do its escape room segment in. Glad I'm not doing that again. Huh. So these are the crew quarters, huh? Ah, that noise. So obtrusive.
Oh, Sigma. What are you doing here?
Hey, come on, man, don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
Huh. I wonder.
What happened to you, Temioji? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
You think so? What, you sure it ain't just all in your head?
Fine. Let's move on to something else then. You and Quark. Is he your grandkid?
Why do you want to know?
Why? I mean, well, why do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa. Of course I'm going to wonder what the deal is. We all got kidnapped and brought here apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. I'm just trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. Oh, this is Sigma's SAS route, I see. So tell me, Temiyaji, are you really Quark's grandpa? Well, it's complicated. I stole him. Clever. Luna. Sigma, where'd you come from? Did you not want me here? Oh, it's okay, I guess. I just thought Temiyaji was the only other person here. This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Temiyaji. We decided we'd split up to investigate. Huh. Makes sense. So, you find anything? 0. What? Which one? No, I meant I found 0 things. That's super not helpful, Clover. You're hilarious, but stop. What about you? Anything suspicious? I didn't find anything either. Although, I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious. That's also not helpful. Yeah, you've got a point there, does she? So where do you think Zero put these puzzles and stuff all over the place? Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the nonary game. Well, yeah. Really? I thought the nonary game was a couple of rounds of the AB game. Why would he need the puzzles and stuff then? Because you can't just throw people into repeated prisoner's dilemmas and expect it to provide any kind of meaningful or entertaining result. You need to give them some time to stew and interact and think in between. Again, all I learnt about social engineering puzzle, all I know about social engineering puzzle design I learnt from the Genius. But the bits between where people can just talk and form interpersonal relationships is important. Can't unsee the tropes between the two games. I mean, yeah. But what is the nonary game then? Why is Zero making us do all this? Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment, so rich, powerful people can watch. Why, yes, I have just finished watching Squid Game. Entertainment? Yes. They're probably off in an opulent theatre, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar, and recline on furniture made of people.
You think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks. What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No. Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing. Disappears. I can only think of one reason it'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans. If you can think of another way that all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
So, you're saying that Zero Senior is the one who murdered the old lady?
Well, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer. Wait, 7? Well, Alice and I can't be Zero. Okay. I'll let the I part go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can't be Zero. What? Come on. Alice and I know each other. Well, how do you know each other? I guess you could say we're co-workers in the government ninja department. And where do you co-work? An organization? That's kind of vague. What kind of organization? That's... I can't tell you. What? What do you mean you can't tell us? Inside voice, Sigma. I mean, I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay? Why can't you tell us? Because it's confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell. Oh, come on, don't give me that. Look around you, Clover. You really think this is the time for playing it close to the chest? Yeah. What if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here? Yeah. You're right. Maybe I should tell you. Finally.
Hey! Sorry to butt in, but it's time to go.
No, Tenmyoji. Well, I mean, we've already heard Clover's life story in one branch, so sure. What? Time to... So it is. Oh. Oh! Oh shit. It's past time. We gotta go.
You think?
Oh. I guess we'll just have to continue this later. We need to get back to the doors. Shit. I guess you're right. Let's go. And now we do all of the scene transitions. Yes, I am keeping an eye on the timer to see exactly how long this takes. I mean, it's probably not going to be that long objectively, but even a little bit of a wait when you're in the middle of a game feels like it takes 84 years. "45 seconds. Which, yes, in the grander scheme of things, not a lot of time. But when you're in the middle of playing a game and could suddenly do nothing for nearly a minute, it's a long time. Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close. Ah, you're late. What were you doing? Sorry. An apology is not going to cut it. I can't go through that door without you. Zero would get penalised if we didn't get through the primary door before it closed. Words. Are you trying to kill me? What? No, of course not. I thought you didn't need a partner to get through the primary doors, though. Are you kidding me? Think it through, Sigma. Yes, you can go through the primary door by yourself. Now you're standing in front of the secondary door. The time limit comes, and the primary door shuts. Now what? Now you're stuck in. Now you're stuck is what? Without the right number of bracelets, the secondary door won't open. Do you understand? There'd be no way to open either door, huh? Ah, and that sounds even worse than getting your lungs turned off.
Sorry for worrying you, Quark. In any event, now is hardly the time to be fighting like this. As you can see, the primary doors have already opened. We must hurry and decide who will be going through which door, and with whom.
So, how should we pair up? We're almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations. How fast can you do this, Vi? The options Vi laid out for us were the following. Option A, Alice and I will pair up with Luna and go through the green door. Tenmyoji and Quark will pair up with Clover and go through the blue door. Vi and Dio will pair up with Kay and go through the red door. Option B, Alice and I will pair up with Kay and go through the blue door. Tenmyoji and Quark will pair up with Luna and go through the red door. Vi and Dio will pair up with Clover and go through the green door. Or option C, Alice and I and Clover would pair up and go through the red door. Tenmyoji and Quark will pair up with Kay and open the green door. Vi and Dio will pair up with Luna and open the blue door. 3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close. Okay, so who's gonna go where? I'm not going with Kay. I had enough of that last time, thank you very much.
Oh dear. Seems I'm not wanted.
I'd like Luna to come with us. Huh? Need someone gullible for the next round? Hey, shut up. Aren't you my partner? Maybe, but I don't want her to think that means I agree with you. You betrayed me last time, Fi. And Dio, you betrayed Tenmyoji. Oh, come on. Didn't I tell you? It was Quark who... Dio! Stop saying that! Anyway, Fi and I won't be choosing Betray this time. Your BP's 1 right now, isn't it? If you chose Ally and we chose Betray, what would it be? -1. I'd die. I didn't want to say it straight out, but yeah. We're not gonna go that far just to get out of here. Right, Fi? Yeah. And then a long, awkward silence descended. Okay. Then I'm going to take a chance on you. Luna, are you sure about this? Yes. I've made up my mind.
And that means Quark and I will be going with Kay. Since it looks like Alice is pretty determined.
Yes, I am. Then I get to go with Alice again. I'm totally good with that. What I did to Alice last time was really bad. I want to try to make up for it. So we're going with option C then. That means each group is going through a complementary door. Sigma, Alice and Clover are going through the red door. Tenmyoji, Quark and Kay are going through the green door. And finally Dio, Luna and I are going through the blue door. Any objections? 10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. If there were any objections, there was no time for them. Oh, so we don't even get a choice on this branch at all? Yeah, doesn't even split here. It's just like, cool, you're doing this. I suppose it did that on these two branches as well, so. It's almost like if you choose Betray all the time, people trust you with decisions less. Let's go. The announcer's voice filled the room as we ran for our doors. 3, 2, 1, 0. I'll never get over the jingle bells sound as Kay runs anywhere. Chromatic doors closing. They couldn't have got like a clank sound. Clanking sound effects exist. Like I have heard them in stories. But no, he sounds like jingle bells because the massive suit of armor he's wearing is apparently made of like 0.5 millimeter thick aluminium. Huh? Is this a dead end? There are 3 doors, but it looks like they're all locked. I wonder what this thing does. Well, it's got a lever. Can you pull that, Sigma? Sure thing. Oh, see, now you just say sure rather than turning it into a weird sex thing. We open a door. But which door is it? Huh? Oh, well, that's interesting. It opened the door on the right. Huh. Seems kind of weird. Yes, that's the thing that seems kind of weird here. I mean, why just that one? What about the other 2? Therefore, alternate worlds of yourself, Sigma. Honestly, get with the program. Details, details. Hardly seems important to me. They gave us a way forward, I say we take it. Come along now. Without waiting for a response, Alice strode off toward the open door. Clover and I hurried to follow. But what room is this? I mean, where haven't we been? It's the pantry. I was about to say, we haven't been to the pantry yet. That's the only room I can think of on this level that we haven't been to. That has been mentioned. There's probably more. Whoa, this is amazing. Who'd ever need this much underwear? Why is there underwear in the pantry? What? Well, I mean, all these boxes and stuff are panties, right? Oh, God. And there are a lot of boxes. Panties? Isn't that what it said on the door? You're all hilarious. Clover, dear. It didn't say panty. It said pantry. Pantry? It's where you keep food. Oh, I guess that makes more sense. Totally normal laughter. Her face had turned an especially amusing shade of red. What do you think that thing is? I'd say it's a water storage tank. It's totally full of water. That's hence water storage. The stuff on the shelves looks like it's mostly bread, maybe a few pastries, but no panties. So just a whole bunch of food, huh? Clover was right that there's a lot, though. Looks like you could live here for quite a while. I'd have to agree. Then, what do you think this place is for? Maybe it's where they quarantine sick people. What? Didn't we tell you about Radical 6? I guess that story really was true. Saying the reason they've got all this food and water is so they can keep infected people here. That's ridiculous. I'm not infected with some weird-ass disease. I don't want to spend the rest of my life locked up in a metal box. I'm a totally normal human boy filled with a mysterious white liquid. Me either. Giving us food is all well and good, but no spare underwear? That's unforgivable. Can we stop talking about underwear? Seriously? How long are you guys going to keep making fun of me for that? Right, well, we need to search this room. So let's get started. Let's seek a way out. Well, this is some dramatic music. This is not, in my experience, what pantries sound like. Breaking for tea. Tea. Right, let's start looking around, shall we? What's this? This is a puzzle, is what this is. There's a drawer, it's empty. Or not. Hey, there's something in the drawer. Huh, wonder what it is. It's this. It's a metal piece. And then the drawer fell out. Whoa. What are you doing? You broke it. Warm drawer. I'm sorry? Why is it written with 5 A's? If I examine it, will I get some context on this? Oh, what the hell? This drawer's warm. That's ridiculous. Why would a drawer just be... Oh, you're kidding, it really is warm. What's going on here? You took this out of the dolly, right? Yeah. Well, maybe it's for heating food up. Someone could have used it recently, so there's still some residual warmth. Okay, but that still doesn't say why it's not called warm drawer. It's called warm drawer. We have dates, I'm guessing? Fractions? No, I think these are pages from a day calendar. The blue ones are Saturdays and the red ones are Sundays. So the black numbers are weekdays. So, okay. The fact that we know which of these are Saturdays and Sundays, is that going to enable us to work out what year we are actually in? Or at least narrow it down. Here we have neutral water. It's empty. It's a plastic bottle. This one says natural water. Do you think that means we're supposed to put water from nature into it? No, Clover. Why is the running joke suddenly that nobody can read? Look at it again. It doesn't say natural. It says neutral. Oh, you're right. That means it's not acidic or basic, it's right in the middle. Ooh. But here we have acidic water. And basic water. Ooh. And more basic water. So we have empty things with all of these. What do you think this machine is? The bottom part looks like some kind of dolly. It's got this 5x5 grid of metal boxes. The top row's empty though. Yeah. Do you think we're supposed to put something in them? Well, not something, I guess. Probably more boxes. Probably. Okay, so we've just stolen everything from that thing. Now let's move on to the next. Here we have a lot of ice. Oh, is this going to be a sliding block puzzle? It really looks like it's going to be a sliding block puzzle. Oh, I didn't actually think that was something, and then I clicked it, and it was. But it looks like it goes together with this metal piece. I made a button. I put the button in this buttonhole. There we go. Should be in there pretty good now. Yeah, looks good to me. Well, why don't you go ahead and push it? And there. I have unlocked. Did you hear that? Yeah, sounds like the lock opened. What lock? So we can open it. I'd assume so, yeah. Huh. I don't know what's going on account of I'm solving puzzles on things before I've actually looked at them. Yep, we can open it. Huh. So it is supposed to open. Oh, it's empty. I wonder why. Looks like I can open it from both sides. See? I think you could do that from the front or back too. Then there's no hinge, it's just one huge lid, it's just sitting on top of the bottom. Hey, does it look like there's something inside that ice cube to you? Yeah, you're right. Wonder if we can get to it. Well, we won't just be grabbing it, that's for sure. This glass is in the way. How about dropping it through that hole? It is a sliding block puzzle. Hole? There's a square hole down there, see? I think you just need to slide the ice cube into it. How? I really have to explain it. Right, fine, just pay attention. Slide with the thing. You can slide 4 of the ice cubes, but there is a limit to the number of times each one can be moved. Once you've reached the limit, the ice cube will freeze in place. What? Why? I don't understand this puzzle. Okay, oh god. I'm bad enough at sliding block puzzles when they don't have some weird arbitrary rule in them. Oh god. Also, it seems to just be really inconsistent on what counts as moving a cube, because, look, I do that, the others don't change colour because they haven't moved. I go up, that one moves. Pourquoi? Oh, have I mentioned how bad I am at sliding block puzzles, because it's very bad. So we have to have one of them freeze in place where the cursor is to give the last one a spot to drop down from. Yeah, I imagine so. Which means we need to use that to cycle. Or even... no. And I know there's going to be no extra clues for this or anything, because this is clearly just worked out from first principles, and... oh, my brain is not up to this right now, or whatever. And this necklace is just broken again, so... one moment. Really need to get this fixed in a more permanent way. Fasten that over my headphone cord. That'll catch me later if I don't move it now. This is extremely dramatic music for a pantry in which we have to do a sliding block puzzle. Okay. Did I already do it this way? Yes. Yeah, because I've got one too few moves to do it there. Because I can see a few routes to this, but I don't have enough moves for any of them. I'm not seeing anything, chat. If any of you got anything, I would not complain. Alternatively, I will gladly just look up a guide for this, because this is not the kind of puzzle I'm any good at all, and I don't think any of us just want to sit here watching me make the same mistakes for the next hour. Like I say, it does seem to be super arbitrary what counts as a move for the ones that are at the top. Well, that's how you can lock it, so that's exciting. It's from lower down. What's from lower down? Well, that's something, I think. Ha 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 ha! Noodling aimlessly works! Completely accidental victory, yeah! Ha! It works! Good job, Sigma! Open it up. We should be able to get to that ice cube now. Alice can't even be bothered to congratulate us. Where are our biscuits? We have an ice cube. It's got a visitor ID in it. It's huge. Okay, what else have we got? These are some pretty impressive shelves. That's a lot of prepackaged food. There's a bunch of instant coffee and boxes of tea. You mean boxes, right? Ah! Oh, seriously, can we just give up on this joke already? There's the safe. There's an empty beaker. Pure hubris. Exactly. That's the thing with hubris. Is if there's no punishment for failure, then hubris isn't hubris, it's dedication. Sometimes you just gotta plunge ahead with no thought for the consequences, especially if you know you can try again. That's why video games are where I put all my hubris, by which I mean like 80% of my hubris by volume. What are these then? So these are all drawers, huh? Yeah, tons of them. Wow, how many are there, I wonder? 366. What? I said there are 366 drawers. Well, you just looked at them and figured that out? No, I did math. They're divided into 4 sections, each row is numbered 1 through 14. In other words, there are 14 rows in each section. The columns are labelled with the letters A through G, so you've got 7 columns per section, and 4 sections means 28 columns total. Now each section has a few spots where there aren't any drawers, right? But specifically, there are 26 of those spots, so you just calculate 14 times 28 minus 26. And that's 366. Right. You did all of that in your head? I mean, that's doable. Of course. It's pretty simple stuff. Also, there's 366 things. What else comes in 366s? and sets of 7. So this is the calendar that those pages are from, presumably. And here we have... Hey, this is from a calendar, right? Yeah, it looks a little weird, though. Found a calendar. Wait, I think there's something written on the back of it. The day the man was abducted. Why does all the typography in this game hate humans? And specifically me, because I'm playing it. Oh yeah, there is something back here. Found a note on the back of the calendar. Let's check out the archive. Calendar for first half of year. Calendar for second half of year. Note on back of calendar. The day the man was abducted. Okay, so presumably for one of the passwords, we're going to need to find the day the man was abducted and pull out that drawer, and something will be in there. And for the second password, I'm assuming we check out those 5 dates that we have, and we pull out the drawers from them and put them in the dolly. That's my thinking, at least. Oh yeah, the screen lit up. Looks like it's designed to turn on when you touch it. I think we need to type something in. Yeah. Enter the most appropriate option in the blank area, then press check. Ah, this is where we find out the day the man was abducted. Damn. Randomly clicking buttons didn't happen. Didn't work. Here we have a water storage tank. What's this thing? Well, it's got a faucet, so... I think it's connected to the water storage tank up there. So you'd use it for water? Yeah. There's a drain, too. Oh yeah, in the middle here. Sigma. Don't you think you could use that here? What are we talking about? Are we talking about... Oh my god, I've just realised what we have to do. If we combine... No, not that. The ice cube with the warm drawer. It's now a drawer with ice in it. And then if we put that back in the dolly, it'll presumably melt it. Excellent. But also, can we get the beaker? The drain. I could get rid of water here. Okay, then use it on the faucet. Yeah, there we go. Let's fill this beaker. It's now a water-filled beaker. I'm assuming this is your pH. Although it goes into negatives, which is not normally how one would notate to pH. But if I pour this into the basic water, not basic, neutral. Oh. Well, that didn't work. What if we just pour it into the drawer with ice in it? No. Okay, well, I've got some water. Meep, indeed. I actually get the joke now, on account of, you know, having had it explained to me last time. Let's put the drawer back in. Alright, now put the drawer and the ice back inside. Oh, you hear that? It's probably warming up right now. We should probably keep an eye on it. Alternatively, we could fade to black. Sounds like it's done. Open it up and have a look. Hey, look, the water from the ice melts. Hot! Hot! It's just come out of what I'm presuming is the microwave. You idiot. The card's underneath the water. Okay, here goes. Ah! Are you okay? Nah, just kidding. Dick move. Yeah, but come on, Alice, how many times in the stream have I said you always got to do the dick move first? We have an ID card. It's a visitor ID. Oh, there's a card slot under here. What looks like a card slot. Alright, let's slide this baby in. Yeah! Go for it. That's not a colour we normally see on screens. Hey, what's going on? Looks like it's on now. Is the screen red? Do you think something's wrong? Wait, it says something. Number of ration boxes, insufficient. Please rectify. Cannot verify presence of acidic water vessel. Please rectify. Cannot verify presence of neutral water vessel. Please rectify. Cannot verify presence of basic water vessels. Please rectify. Well, guess we should go and rectify. Can't take any of those boxes out, just for giggles. So, if I just try using the neutral water just directly on the faucet, yep. Fill this thing. It's now a water-filled container. Now, which way do we reckon the pH scale goes in this notation? Would +3 be acidic or basic? I mean, if it's done at the same kind of formulation as standard pH scales, then plus would be basic, because numbers higher than 7 are your basic numbers. Let's call that basic. And hey, if it's wrong, we can fix that. Don't drink the acidic water. Totally fine to drink the basic water, apparently. Like, depending on how basic it was, I would strongly recommend against that. Let's change the water. No, wait. Oh, crap. That was the wrong box. Hope you like this water sound effect. I don't. Okay, then blue is basic. Okay, now I'm going to try something. If we go over here, if we put the neutral in, presumably it will stop telling us to rectify that. Number of cannot verify presence of acidic. Content of neutral water vessel incorrect. Okay, that's not a thing I expected to see. What about, so about this +3 water we just put in the basic water vessel. Number insufficient. Okay, so +3 is basic. Why did it say neutral was insufficient? Had I filled that with base water and then not changed it? Ration box insufficient, no acidic, no neutral, but the basic is fine. Excellent. So that must mean -3 is your acidic. No, not that, that's the drain. And then 0 neutral. Seriously, I'm finding these sound effects quite unpleasant. I don't know why. Do you like all of them, you weird machine? Content of acidic, incorrect. Neutral, incorrect. Well, that makes no goddamn sense. Okay, what are we calling -3 neutral? No? Let's just empty them both. Is there something... Because, I mean, +3 was basic, so -3 must be acidic. Or are we just, once again, doing that thing where we use words with no regard to what they mean? Yeah. Okay. So, no, I clicked too many times. -3, apparently not acidic. What about -2? Just try all the numbers, something might eventually work. Oh, -2. -2 is acidic, but -3, no. +3 was the alkaline, but we want -2 for the acid. Is it to do with the fact that we've got twice as much alkali as anything else? Or am I trying to find logic where no such thing exists? In that case, let's say maybe neutral is +1. Yeah, I mean, this would suggest that this is how much is being added, how much alkali is being added to already slightly acidic water, I'm guessing? Alright, cool. There was probably a thing that would have explained that, but I found it anyway through the power of brute force. Because each one only had like 7 options, so... Okay, let's find these. Let's... No, I want to... There. Let's bring up a memo. That's not memo. That is memo. Wasn't the last one for once. Scrap this. So we have 1, 13, 3, 27. Just gonna keep the colours just for ease of finding things. 730 and 11. What? In months 1, 3, 5, 7, and 11, so that's handy. So 13th of the 1st would be... That's the 1st, that's the 8th, that's the 13th. Yes, I know. Oh, what? Can I not take the draws? Just double check the calendar formatting. That would be... Yeah. That is the first one I want. Which is that. Oh, brain. No, I just need to find the numbers from them and then put them in the console. So this is 123 E3. There. Did it work? Look at the shelves. Look at the shelves. Huh? The shelves, the drawers. Whatever you want to call them. Yay, there we go. We needed to tell it to take it out for us, because we're stuck in this automat. Okay, they're just talking about meat. Yeah, I know that needs to be put in the dolly. That's... Shut up. So, There was one in month 3, which was the... Oh, I've screwed myself up with my own handwriting. Is that 27 or 22? It is 27. 327 is the Monday on the bottom row, which is 123 B14. Insert Dark City Automat joke. Yep. Don't worry, I was there as well. But then, as I've said before, you can pretend you're in Dark City all the time, and I do. Look, another one! It just popped out! Weird that it shows you that, but then you get sent back to the... No, I don't want to... Yes, I know I need to push it in the dolly. I didn't mean to click it. Okay, the number 5 was 57, which is... I should be able to work these out a priori, but... is the 6th Sunday. So that's 456 A7. Because row 1 is just that one Saturday. 456 A7, that is the wrong button. I can't remember how to do anything, apparently. No, no, no. Tried to click things while they were moving was the problem there. This is really clunky, having to individually put all of these things in and then go back to so that you can see it open, and then go back to the console and then go back to the thing to pick it up. We found some salad. We got meat, we got fish, we got salad. What's next? 7:30? Yep. Which would put it... It's not the first half of the year. What am I doing? That is the 5th Sunday, so that's A6 on 789 A6. That's 4. Yeah, there's another one, I know. We found some soup. And finally is 11:11, which, again, I should be able to just work out from the calendar, but I'm just going to look at the thing. 11:11 is the 6th Saturday, so that is row 6, 10, 11, 12, G6. Feeling so fly, like a 10, 11, 12, G6. Yeah, of all the things you didn't think it would get referenced in the stream today, I bet Far East Movement was on that list. Okay, that makes 5. Come on, let's do this. We got some pasta. And we go back, and we put them into the thing. Oh, we have to put them in individually. No, that's that's a big water. Don't need that. Although I presumably need it for something. Look at the screen. Yeah. The chart shows the nutrient values that each... What? Oh, there's more puzzles? I assumed that was the puzzle. The chart shows the nutrient value that each staff member requires for the next 5 days. Rearrange the order of the rations so they all get it. Ugh. Okay, so this is just what we call arbitrary. You can you change them between columns? You can. Does the order matter? I don't know. Ah, right, you can go into the individual things. Does changing the order do anything? 200 in carbohydrate and fat. Switch these over. 200. Yeah, I don't think the order matters. Okay, so you need more carbohydrate, more fat. So replace that salad with pasta. And you're still short a little bit of carbohydrate. Replace the soup with more pasta. And you have too much carbohydrate and fat and not enough protein. The soup has protein, good to know. What else has the carbs? And then put in the pasta instead of the soup. No, now we're 1 under on protein and 1 over on carbohydrates. Am I going to have to do this longhand? Because I don't want to do this longhand. Because, I mean... Huh? Like, the goal numbers seem to be the same for everyone, so I don't think I can do this longhand. Oh, this is already obnoxious and I kind of hate it. And we're sure that moving things around doesn't change, that moving things up and down doesn't change. Okay, you need slightly more protein. What if one of those fish was a soup? No, that's made things much worse. What if that fish was a meat, though? Still short protein, slightly too much carbs. What if that soup was a fish? But what if that pasta was a soup? Still need more carbs. What if that fish was also a meat? Meat doesn't have carbs. Good to know. Oh my god, this is obnoxious. You're lacking a little bit of everything, so that's what balance is, right? Oh, salad has carbs. Words mean things, game. Too much protein. Still too much protein, slightly less fat. No, that made the problem worse. Why did I do that? I hate this so much. Are you meant to have more information here? I don't know. This feels like it's so close. Because once you've got one of them sorted, that'll narrow down your options for the others significantly. This just needs to very slightly up its protein. Changing meat for fish doesn't give you more protein, it's just slightly less fat. Aha! Ah! Ha 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 ha! And this just needs slightly less protein, slightly more carbs. So if we change the fish for a salad, then it would have too little protein and too little fat. So that if we change the salad for a soup, it needs more carbs and fat. So if we changed another one of the fish for a soup, it needs more of everything. So if we change some of this pasta for meat, no, that's not meat, that's salad. What am I doing? Now it needs less protein. So if we change this for another pasta, now it needs more of everything. Oh my god, this puzzle is awful! There's no sense of achievement. I mean, I know I say that having just cackled madly as soon as I got one right, but... now it just needs slightly more protein. I hate this. And we're sure that changing when in the week things happen. Yeah, that doesn't have any effect. I keep checking it and it never has any effect. Oh, this puzzle is bad. I'm sorry, but this puzzle is... It's possible that there's more information on it somewhere that I was meant to pick up. But it really doesn't feel like it. Especially given the track record of all the other puzzles in this game. Okay. Only 2 left, so once we've done one of them, the other will automatically be done. This is not good design! Like, I know my principal way of figuring out half of these puzzles has been noodle around until something happens, but that appears to be the only way of doing this puzzle. More carbs and fat, which is what? Soup? No, soup is protein and fat for whatever reason. Salad is carbs. What if we turned that? I guess? You know what, Sigma? For once, I am 100% with you. Gah! Just solved the shit out of this puzzle. You say that like there was some kind of skill involved. Hey, aren't you getting a little too excited? Yeah, it's kind of freaking me out. Did you see the screen? The screen is green. It's the password for the safe, but now we still need to find the secret password. Stretch and hydrate is right. I have run out of tea, but that's why I came prepared. So yes, now presumably we need to find the day he was abducted. Can we do anything with any parts of this? We don't need the drawer anymore. You don't want the drawer of hot water anymore. Here are 5 pages from a day calendar. Is there some kind of pattern we're meant to be seeing in there, or... Can we take these containers out? Nope. Can we take these out? Nope. Can we look at the screen again? Nope. Card slot, it's got a card in it already. Okay, not a lot we can do there. Top of the ice machine, I can leave it alone now. Top of the ice machine. Buttons in the unlock position. Okay. Right, so no, just denied. There is nothing else here. Oh, what the what? Really? Really? Okay. God, this room is just composed of all the things that will piss me off. You see this red button? I think it keeps the wheel in place. So if we push it, it'll unlock. I think we can move this thing if we release all the locks. Sounds good. Let's get to it then. Why the hell did they put a cabinet back in a corner like this? I mean, excellent question. It's really hard to get to. Agreed. It's got a sliding door. Alright, let's slide it then. What's this? Binder? It's got a couple of pieces of paper inside. Probably ought to hang on to them, huh? Well, here's all the data we would have needed to actually do it longhand rather than just noodling around until something happened. Although this chart does not make things super obvious. Is there anything else in here? Nothing else. There are wheels. If we can move it, maybe we can get to the door on the right. Yeah. So, go and unlock the wheels on the right. Move it. Okay, let's have a look inside. There's a binder here too. And this is, what, some kind of chemical? Let's take the binder first. A pH scale. Another chemical. A pH detection. Right, so this cabinet contained all the things I needed to not have to brute force it. I'm angry. Then if I pour this into the thing of water, it'll tell me what pH. And once again, I am angry. So yeah, clearly just the water here is base pH 6. Break time, I mean, yes, but I want to find the second. I don't like leaving in the middle of an escape room. Wait a minute, the day he was abducted, as in the day Sigma was abducted. Oh my god, why did I not see that? Yeah, I want to find the extra password. So, that was Christmas. We just had a whole conversation about it many times. That one's on me. That one's on me. Well, the day the man was abducted, is the man... I'm assuming the man is me. I'm the only man here. Sigma is, at least. Okay, so it's... your last Monday. Which makes it 10, 11, 12, B13. Ah! The screen's blue now. I think this could maybe possibly be it? Yeah, it's probably the safe password. That's good, right? Well, there's one problem. This screen shuts off after a set amount of time. No, we need to be fast! I can do it. I've got a really good memory. All I need is a moment. Okay. That was a weird conversation to be having. Well, did you memorize it? Indeed I did. What's way up there? Phew. What a relief. Okay, that was a conversation that occurred. Yes, it's a safe. We put the password in the safe just like every other safe. I say that. Once again, there's only 4 more after this. Okay, son. Place your bets. My faithful hubrisketeers, what the hell are we about to find in this file? Is it going to be as non sequitur as termites? Got it. It opened. We found the gold file. Let's go and look at the secrets. Not this one. 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 This one. Oh, this actually looks like it will be important. But first, we have to learn about cooked food. Twice cooked pork. A Sichuan dish. It's made by pan-frying pork, cabbage, bell peppers and green onions with doubanjiang or tianmanjiang for flavour. I don't speak Chinese. Apologies for my incredibly white lack of tonality. Paella. A Spanish dish where one cooks rice, meat, seafood and vegetables in a shallow pot, seasoned with saffron. Nasi goreng. An Indonesian dish made with pan-fried rice, seasoned with sambal, ketchup manis and terasi. Schnitzel, a German dish. It's made by mixing together meat, flour, eggs and breadcrumbs, then frying the mixture in butter or lard. Okay, these things are all true. Let's look at cooked food page 2, shall we? What's that? Yukgaejang? Yukgaejang? Again, I'm not Korean. A Korean dish. The process involves stewing beef, vegetables, nammel, and powdered chili peppers together very slowly. The resulting meal is very spicy. Borscht. A Russian dish. The preparation is very simple. You just stew meat and vegetables together for a long time. The finished meal is garnished with beets, smeltrong, and sour cream. Tom Kha Gai. A Thai dish made by stewing chicken, chili peppers, ginger, nampula, and coconut milk. Very spicy. Chef's pasta. Whatever the chef feels like making. Sometimes you don't know what it is until you take a bite. Sometimes you don't even know then. Was that an incredibly long and pointless setup for an incredibly lame joke? I feel like it probably was. Have a nice 000:2. Word 03 says, there are a few variations. Have a nice trauma, have a nice trace, have a nice trumpet. Alright, I guess. Free the soul. Here's some actual plot, alright? An emerging religious organisation with a rapidly growing membership. Some figures claim their congregation numbers over 1 million in countries across the world. Originally, the organisation called itself Free the Soul of Y, but later dropped of Y to become simply Free the Soul. The founder of the religion is known only as Brother, and his true identity is a mystery. Only a small number of the highest-ranking members have ever seen him. The doctrine of Free the Soul demands that its adherents separate themselves from the world, free themselves of lust, and release their souls from their physical bodies so that they can be purified. Its followers believe that they will be born again as a new race, and that the world will be transformed into a place of equality, with no conflict or poverty. Considering how a peaceful world of equality with no conflict or poverty usually plays out in the movies, they seem like a pretty scary group. I mean, yes, and also the fact that they're literally a death cult is scary, but hey. But hey, at least the narrator's that aware of the genre. And the Myrmidons. Free the Soul is a powerful new religious order dedicated to establishing a new world order, and the Myrmidons are their elite frontline soldiers in that secret war. The general public knows nothing about the Myrmidons, but their actions have put them on watch lists of intelligence communities across the globe. Rumours say that all Myrmidons have the same face, suggesting they may all be clones of a single person. No one knows where this rumour comes from exactly, but I can tell you it's a very credible source. It's narratorial fiat is what it is. Brother. The founder of Free the Soul, although he prefers not to be referred to as such. As a child, he had a younger brother, whom he was very fond of. Unfortunately, the worst happened, and the younger brother was murdered. Rage and despair filled Brother, and for 9 days and 9 nights he was consumed by his own misery, because that's how this game works, everything comes in nines. On the morning of the 10th day, however, he had a revelation. Mankind was rife with base desires, and needed to be purified so that a new world could come into being. God had spoken to Brother and given him a mission. Brother dedicated his life to realising that mission, and at the age of 26 he established Free the Soul of Y. He claims that Y is a symbol for miracles. Apparently. And finally, page 3 about the bracelets. Here's some information that wasn't revealed in the game. No, it isn't revealed in the game, sorry. The bracelet put on the left wrists of the 9 participants in the Ambidex game has an important feature that's never mentioned. As soon as it's put on, a needle on the underside activates and inserts itself in the wearer. That doesn't necessarily mean that it injects a drug, only that it activates and pierces the skin. Maybe there's something on the needle? Maybe there isn't. All that's certain is that when someone puts on the bracelet, they get poked. What? Here's a fact that will never be revealed in the game, is probably not going to be important to the plot of the game, and we're not even going to tell you much about it now. Alright? So many choices were made in the making of these games. Just so many. Only 4 more of those files to read, and then everything will make sense. Anyway, let's put the actual password in so we can leave this room. Piece of cake. Alright, let's see what we've got. First is a map. It says floor B. The one we found in the infirmary said floor A. Yeah, so did the one in the lounge. Then that would make floor A the top floor, right? I mean, we rode the elevator down to get here. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's really not a lot of stuff in here compared to a lot of safes. These must be keycards. They have moons on them. And these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about. We've got 2 of them, just like with the sun keys. You take 1, Clover. Huh? Why? Well, you're solo, right? Alice and I only need 1. Oh, right. Got it. Now, what have we got left? A key. Is that the exit key? Yeah, it must be. This is our ticket out of here. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Yes, agreed. Let's actually leave this pantry, because I've been listening to this music for too long. It's the exit, it's locked. Put in the key to unlock the lock. Yes, do it. Do a countdown. Lock is open. Door is open. We found it. All of us collectively found it, because God knows I wouldn't be doing this on my own. And And then we walk all the way around back to the lift where we started. And we get the thing that, once again, as soon as we took our eyes off him, Dio has probably messed things up. And on that bombshell, we are going to take a short break. Yeah, I just need to go and probably pick up another drink and stretch. All of those good things. And also run some ads, which is less of a good thing and more of a unfortunate reality of capitalism. So I'm going to do that. You should all go and do something less unfortunate. I would recommend anybody who needs to hydrate, stretch, take your meds if you haven't. Just anybody who might be watching this and needs to hear that. God knows I've needed that reminder often enough. And I will see you in 5 or 10 minutes. See you in a few. And we're back. Hello, everybody. Sorry about the slightly longer than anticipated wait. I mean, we were going to run long today anyway because I started late, and also then I had to go and sort out life stuff and also make tea. So, you know, but I'm back now. Let's see how this goes. An Ambidex gate has been opened. Oh, and Abby, you're welcome. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. The gate's been opened? Who would do such a thing? One of the other teams must have done it. The rest of us aren't even back yet. Well, we can fix that. Come on, let's get moving. Just then. Oh, did you two just get back?
Yes, we did, but...
Then the team that opened the AB gate must have been the ones who went through the blue door. That would be Luna, Phi, and Dio. Huh? Wait, you guys went through the green door, didn't you? And why the hell did you come out of the blue one?
There's an explanation for that, I promise. Just tell me, have any of you seen Quark?
Quark? No, we haven't seen him. Did something happen?
He's gone!
Oh, okay, this is a different development. Gone?
On the other side of the green door, we found a room called the Treatment Center. We found our keycards and left, but on our way out, he just disappeared.
So you went through the blue door to see if he'd gone in there?
No, that's not it. Look at this map.
Basically, Sigma, with your PhD, are you familiar with the concept of a circle? Here's an extensive diagram of how a circle works. Oh, so you go through the green door in the treatment center and eventually end up at the blue door. It looks like there's a pretty big room in the middle there. What is it?
Warehouse similar to the one on floor A. In any event, we spent some time searching, but have been unable to locate Quark.
Huh. Maybe he went back to the other floor already?
That is a possibility. I will return and see. I'm going back through the blue door. Figure I'll take a look at the area Luna and her team were searching.
I'll come with you then. Got a better chance of finding him with 2 pairs of eyes.
Right, thanks. Sorry about all this.
I guess there's nothing for it. I'll help look for him. Me too! Then we'll leave floor A to you guys. Right. Let's go. Come on, Clover. Right behind you. Temyoji and I headed through the blue door, while Alice, Clover and Kay climbed into the elevator. Also, yeah, how big is the elevator? Because I swear we've seen it just be like, and then we all went down to the other floor, and it's just like, all 9 of you, and one of you was wearing full plate armor? That must be a bit of a squeeze. And here we are in the pressure room. Remember the puzzles in here that hinged on clicking on somebody who literally wasn't there? Because they were terrible. What is this place? Oh. I thought, because of my head, that it looks like the safe is rendering in front of the dialogue frame, but I think that's just my head placement. What is this place?
Looks like a bunch of hazmat suits, probably for protection against viral or chemical agents.
So these things keep you from getting sick?
Yeah, that's the idea. We should ask Luna's group about them. They investigated this room first.
Yeah, there's another room underneath.
Well, let's have a look then.
Why can't we see the inflatable rabbit? Damn. He's not here.
Oh, Quark. Where the hell did you go? Should have kept a closer eye on him. I'd just been watching.
Tenmyoji's face was drawn and the knuckles of his fists were white. He was an old man, but till then I hadn't realised how old. Suddenly he looked very, very tired. Don't worry about it. Wow, that's helpful. I'm sure we'll find him. Come on, let's go try somewhere else. I put a gentle hand on his shoulder and guided him toward the exit. Now that I've mentioned Squid Game this stream, I'm just seeing Tenmyoji as contestant number 1. So this is the Floor B warehouse, huh? Looks just like the old one, other one.
It's pretty close, I'll give you that. Couple differences though. Have a look over there.
The doors are shining? No way. Just like, hey, cool door. Are these chromatic doors?
Yeah, seems like it. See, over here, they've got a box next to them, just like the ones next to the other doors.
I guess they're all white doors this time. We should go tell the...
No, first we look for Quark.
Got a bell? Well, have a good time with whatever you're doing, Abby, and catch you on the VOD, when you will see whatever the hell we're going to get ourselves into next. But... look, I don't think he's here. What do you say we head back to Floor A for now? Maybe somebody else has already found him.
Alright. Let's go.
And let's see every step of the journey. Again, I know I complain about this every stream, but damn, these transitions are long. Dio? Oh, it's just you. I'm guessing you haven't found Quark. I ran into Clover and Alice in the warehouse up on Floor A. They told me about Quark and how you're all looking for him.
So he hasn't come back to the warehouse?
Nope. Maybe he just went off to ruminate on a solution to this game. Chewing his cud, so to speak. What? Well, that's what ruminants do, isn't it? Hey, this is no time for jokes. You should be out there looking for him too. Why would I do that? It sounds so boring. Aren't you worried about him? Why the hell would I be worried about some kid I've never even seen before?
What?
For all I know, he's Zero Senior. He could be hiding in some swank little cubbyhole, swirling a glass of brandy and gloating. Look at all those fools running around. Mwahahaha.
That's insane!
Yeah, that's... What? There's no way? Are you sure? Nobody knows what Zero looks like. He could totally be a kid. I warned you, Temyoji. I told you it was a bad idea to just swallow everything that little bastard told you.
I trust Quark.
Suit yourself. Just don't come crying to me when it bites you in the arse. The air grew thick with tension. But before their tempers managed to set a light, fire burst into the room. Sigma, good, you've got Temyoji and Dio with you. We found something. Come on, all of you. Did something happen? Just, you'll understand when you get there, alright? Now come on. Where are we going? The crew quarters. So this is about the bomb, presumably? It is interesting which things stay the same between world lines and which don't. Because, like, the whole dead lady doesn't turn up in a whole, like, the right-hand branch of the whole story. And in others, the bombs don't turn up, and it's like Zero gave us the password to one of the bombs, and, oh, we've just had... Wait, is everybody dead now? Everybody is dead now? No.
What in the world?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. There was a roaring in my ears. Breathing? Heartbeat? But my footsteps sounded muffled, as though I was hearing them through layers of cotton. Pressed a shaking hand to Alice's neck. Her skin was still warm, but the only pulse I felt was my own, and also this goose. Luna was the same. They're dead. Both of them. By then everyone had arrived, cramming themselves into the small cabin. Nobody spoke. Silence filled the room, flowing into my ears and throat like cold, brackish water. A chill shuddered its way through my body. I stood there, frozen, staring at them. I'd seen a corpse before when we'd discovered the old woman, but this was different. The old woman had always been dead, at least to me. But Alice and Luna I had known. They'd been living, breathing people less than an hour ago. Reality settled around my shoulders like a thick lead blanket. My chest felt suddenly hollow. Who found them? My throat felt dry as I spoke. It was a full minute before somebody answered, because first we had to animate them walking all the way around the map and going through every door they came across. Clover, I think. When Kay and I ran over, she was just kind of standing there next to the bodies. It was pretty clear they were both dead. No, I think Clover killed them. Me? Kill them? You got into a fight with Alice after the AB game, didn't you? It looked like you two knew each other before you ended up here, so maybe you were trying to get her killed. None of us had any connection to her, which means you're the most likely to have a motive for murder. It's easy to see why she would have killed Luna too. She probably caught you offing Alice, so you did her in too, and she wouldn't rat you out. Stop it, Dio.
The AB game is a motive too.
What do you mean?
When somebody's dead, they can't vote anymore. That means they'll automatically ally. If your opponent's guaranteed to ally, then that's an easy 3 points.
Who was Luna's opponent? Me and Dio.
Then that would mean Dio had a motive as well.
Yep. Alice saw him killing Luna, so he had to shut her up.
Why the hell would I do something like that?
Pay attention next time. You do it to get an advantage in the next round of the AB game.
What kind of cold-hearted bastard kills a lady for a few points? I mean, you literally held a child's life at ransom for a few points before that happened. I say before. Parallel. I'm more interested in Alice's condition than in her killer's motives.
I am as well.
What do you mean, her condition? Her clothes are barely disturbed.
If it weren't for the knife and blood, she would look as if she was sleeping.
Yeah, you're right. Well, maybe she was just killed while she was sleeping.
If she wanted to take a nap, why sit on the floor when there's a bed nearby?
That is a little strange. But a better question is, would she really be sleeping right now anyway? Hardly seems like a time for a nap. She was probably put to sleep then. What? Ow. Oh, come on. How did Zero Senior knock all of us out? Ooh. Yeah, that white gas.
So you're suggesting that Zero Senior knocked them out with the white gas and killed them both?
Yeah. However it happened, one of the people in this room did it. Well, maybe not one of the people in this room. I forgot about somebody, didn't I?
Are you talking about Quark?
He disappears, and then suddenly there's a murder. I don't know about you, but that seems pretty suspicious to me.
That's crazy. Quark couldn't have done this.
Alright, then why did he disappear?
That must have been some kind of accident.
Then I might have it backwards. If he wasn't the murderer, maybe he was one of the murdered. That would explain his sudden disappearance, right?
You son of a bitch!
Dio! Knock it off! It's going too far. Whoa, calm down there, big guy. Don't tell me it never crossed your mind. I just said what you were all thinking. "10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally. Alright, time to head for the AB rooms, guys. Oh, come on, we've got more important things to worry about. Oh, so you're going to abstain, huh? That's some good luck for you, Clover. Sigma was paired with Alice. Sadly, it looks like she won't be able to vote during this round. If Sigma abstains, then you'll have no one voting against you. Hey, come on, cheer up. This is your chance to escape. Escape? That's right. Right now, your BP's at 6. Sigma's saying he won't vote, so if you choose Betray...
Clover will get 3 points, bringing her to 9.
Whoa, hold on there. I didn't say anything about not voting. Oh, so you are going to vote. Well, you are right. How exciting. Sigma should have 6 BP, just like Clover. That means this next round is a one-on-one fight. If one of them can trick the other one, they'll have enough BP to get out of here. Can't wait to see who wins. Oh, this is definitely getting interesting. Right, we should get to the Flore warehouse, guys. Come on. And we just cut to the warehouse, because occasionally we can do that. Hey, Clover, can you choose ally? We'll be stuck at 6 points if we both choose Betray. If we both cooperate, we'll get 2 points, and then we'll have 8. That means it'll be pretty easy for us to get 9 in the next round. Clever? Yeah. I said I want you to choose ally. Okay. You'll choose ally too, right? Of course. Haha, that's what you think, Sigma. She gave me a strange, sort of absent nod and turned to shuffle into the closest AB room. I wasn't sure if she'd actually understood me, but given the effect that Alice's death was having on her, I didn't think there was much else I could have done. I was preparing to enter an AB room of my own when I heard Fi's voice at my elbow and turned. Sigma, we need to talk. Oh, hey, Fi. Something up? How are you planning to vote? I was just talking to Clover about that. We're planning to both vote ally. Yeah, I thought so. Huh? Listen to me, Sigma. Because Luna's not voting in this round, her vote will default to ally. Her opponent is Dio and me. That means we're pretty much guaranteed to have 9 BP by the end of this round. You and Dio are going to choose Betray? Luna's only got 1 BP left, but she's not wearing her bracelet anymore. You saw that, right? That means it won't do anything if her BP goes negative. Well, it's not like you can make her any deader anyway. You have to betray Clover. If you can get to 9 BP, then I'll take you with us. Wait. You mean you're planning to escape? Of course. If you don't come with us, you're going to be stuck here for the rest of your life. Why? If you just wait until everyone's got 9 BP. I can't do that. You really think Dio's going to stick around once he's got enough points to split? You've got to make a choice here. Number 9 doll's only going to open once. If you pick ally and Clover does too, then you only have 8 points. I promise you, Dio's going to make a break for it as soon as he can. If you want to have any chance of getting out, you need those 3 points now. So if I want to get out, I have to betray Clover. Right. Why are you telling me this? How do I know you didn't just tell Clover the same thing? Talk to Clover. I'd have about as much luck talking to a potato right now. The truth is, I want you to come with me. Why? I know that you're important. Somehow. You just know, huh? Just okay.
Oh yeah, because I keep forgetting that Fi is jumping between timelines as well. Same as we are. There's only one timeline in which we actually told each other that.
Did you tell Kay? He's got 6 points right now too, you know. No, I haven't talked to him. He's playing against Tenmyoji. Tenmyoji's only got 1 point left. So if he chooses ally, he's gonna get penalized. Exactly. 1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes. It's almost time. Remember what I said. You have to choose Betray. She looked me in the eye until I nodded, then turned and jogged to her door. Is Clover really going to choose ally? If she does, then all I have to do is choose Betray and I'm out of it. No, I promised I'd choose ally, so that's what I'm going to do. But Dio's almost certainly going to have 9 BP after this round. If he gets out, I'm going to be stuck here forever. 10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7. Damn it. What the hell am I supposed to do? 3, 2, 1.
I do like the simplicity of this screen, it must be said, because this is such a kind of big decision point every time it comes up.
And it's nice that it kind of strips all the rest of the artifice of the game away, and you just have the 2 buttons. Anyway, you got to do the dig move first. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening. Get the feeling we're coming up on an ending one way or another. Whether it'll be a real ending or a bad ending, we shall see. Or will it a lot? The door ground open, and I stepped out. All around me, other AB rooms were disgorging their opponents. Wait, Dio! Fi's voice echoed hollowly across the room. I followed her eyes to the number 9 door. And to Dio. Dio. No! I shook my head. I had to get to that door. What are you doing, Dio? Oh, he's going to try and open it. Damn right I am. But the results. Huh. Like I need to wait for that.
Ah. Dio's BP was at 6. His opponent was Luna, and she is... well, she is as she is. Her vote would have defaulted to ally. All he had to do was pick Betray.
And he'd have 9 points, right? Excellent answer. I hope you remember to show your work. But Fi was Dio's partner.
And her BP was the same as Dio's. That means she has 9 now as well.
Exactly. It was 9 the moment we stepped out of the AB room.
Why? Why didn't you stop Dio from choosing Betray?
You got the wrong idea, old man. This wasn't just my decision. We both decided to vote this way.
Is that true?
Yeah. I didn't have a choice. You didn't? Because of you, Luna's BP is -1. And so... what, she's going to die again? Zero can pump all the poison he wants into her. It's not going to make a difference now. Besides, her bracelet's already fallen off. You...
Then why did you try and stop Dio, Fi? I believe I heard you cry out, "Wait!" as he headed toward the number 9 door. Were you planning to wait for the rest of us? Did you want to get your BP up to 9 to reduce your own risk?
Sorry, but no. The only reason I stopped Dio was because I needed to know what someone else voted. Someone else?
What that would be?
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen. Well, we're terrible people, but we're getting out. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points. 9, baby. No. You betrayed me, Sigma. Why? What other choice did I have? To keep your promise, you jerk! You liar! You're a coward! You don't care about anybody but yourself! All you wanted was to get out of here! You're horrible! I hate you! Oh, wait a minute. Just listen to me for a second. Whatever I did, Dio and Fi were going to get 9 BP. The door would have been opened whether I had 9 points or not.
So? All that means is that you've been betrayed because you didn't want to get left behind. I mean, I think that's fairly rational. No, that's not it. How could we know if they'd go get help once they escaped? I can trust Fi, but Dio is different. I didn't know what Dio might do to Fi after they went through the door. What if he turned out to be Zero Senior? So I figured that if they were going to escape anyway, I should go with them and make sure they... Is that it? Is that your excuse? Liar! Liar! You're just like Dio. You're a coward. Whatever. Just fine. I was stupid to trust you. Clover, I heard a clang and turned. I'm sorry. I went ahead and opened it. I'm gonna have plenty of time to watch soaps on the outside, so I didn't feel like I needed to stick around to see how this little drama played out. Okay, you're a dick, but it's a solid burn.
Dio! Dio!
Alright, lady and gentlemen. Shall we? Why so serious? This really isn't the time for hesitation. You both crossed a line you weren't supposed to cross. You betrayed your friends. Am I right? I'm right. But you didn't have a choice, did you? You had to survive. Isn't that the way an animal thinks, though? Don't get me wrong, I see the logic, but it's kind of animal logic. Still, you made your bed. Animal Logic sounds like a really quite good album on, like, Sub Pop. Still, you made your bed. Now you've got to lie in it. If you're going to be an animal, be an animal. Own it. The losers, the weak, throw them away. That's how nature works, my friend. That's life at its most pure. Oh my god, this is just turning into weird 4chan rhetoric. You get me? Now, come on, hurry up and... The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds. Well, stay if you want. No skin off my back. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.
Wait! God damn it, Dio!
Tenmyouji leapt forward. Dio fake left, then dashed right, slipping around Tenmyouji and through the door. 3, 2, 1, 0. The number 9 door is closing. Let's go, Sigma. But shut up. Just do it. I looked at her, slightly confused. But before I could respond, her hand closed around my arm like a vice, and she hauled me bodily through the open door. Nice seeing that get done to a male character once in a while. Because it is so designated woman-grabbing area. We're gonna get to see the outside for once. Possibly. The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game.
Thank you for your participation. Bye.
Sigma! Vi! Dio! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
How? Temyoji's voice was muffled by the thick steel, but I could still hear his desperation and anger. I tried to ignore it. Lift goes up. Gonna sample this beat. Wait a second, is this just going to dump us back into the floor B warehouse? Oh no, because we've gone up, not down. That would have been so funny though. Alrighty then. Here we are. Is that a hallway? Only one way to find out. Just as Fi had guessed, on the other side of the door was a wide hallway. Unfortunately, it seemed to stop in a dead end. Took only a second to find a familiar looking door on the left side of the hallway. We opened it, stepped inside. Oh. This must be the prep room. I think I searched this place with Dio and Luna. Well, this is probably just another one that looks like it. You really think you would have been able to get to something on the other side of the number 9 door? Hold up. You know about the one on floor B, too? Yeah. I visited it with Temyoji when we were looking for Quark. Huh. So, you know that the pressure in here is a lot higher than the pressure outside. What? Oh, you didn't. What are you talking about? Didn't I just say what I'm talking about? The air inside this facility is kept at a higher pressure than the air outside. Apparently they're doing it to keep the virus from getting in. If you're leaving, you have to lower the pressure until it matches what's outside. This room is where you prepare for all of that. See those suits over on the wall? They keep you from getting infected once you're outside. You have to put one on before you can go into the pressure exchange chamber downstairs. How do you know all that? Luna told me. Really? Wait, why did Luna know all that? Apparently it was all in a manual she found in a room we searched. Huh. Wait, go back. So there's some kind of mysterious virus out there? Yes, because in this route, he's had, like, no exposure to any of this. That's quite funny. Well, I wouldn't say it's mysterious. I think it's that Radical 6 thing Alice was talking about. Don't quote me on that, though. That sounds bad. Well, we've come this far. We can't turn back now. Let's get those suits on and head outside. Just out of interest, where are we on the flowchart at the minute? There. Yeah, we still got a couple more scenes after this. Unless, of course, it decides to open an exciting new flowchart. No argument here. Let's do it. We climbed into the protective suits in silence, then headed down into the pressure exchange chamber. With a quiet hum, process began. I could hear the soft hiss of air leaving even through my helmet. There was nothing to do until it finished, but wait. Then, out of nowhere, Dio spoke up. I never thought I'd succeed so easily. It took me a moment to realise his voice was coming from the speaker in my helmet. Apparently the radio was designed to activate automatically. Oh, you mean getting out of here? No, you're thinking too small. I guess I can tell you who I really am. What? You see, the thing is, I'm a hero. I was sent here from far away to save mankind. Excuse me? What? Too surprised to speak? Dio, I think maybe you should calm down a bit. We're all excited to be getting out of here, but never mind. You're clearly too small-minded to understand. We were still going back and forth when the quiet hiss of air escaping slowed. It stopped. The door at the end of the room slowly ground open. For an airlock door, that sounded remarkably flimsy. We walked through to find ourselves in a nearly identical room. After 2 more decompressions, the last door finally opened. Gotta decompress slowly, that's how it works. I'm going to finish my tea for a moment while we ponder this landscape, because question mark. I stepped outside, gasped. The dark landscape like none I'd ever seen lay spread out before me. I couldn't help but stare. What the hell? Looks like a desert. Well, I can see that. The question is, which desert? I don't know. I can tell you what day it is, though. Huh? Look. The moon's red, see? This must be a total lunar eclipse. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that in the lounge. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere. This makes it appear to be red. Essentially, what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. Do you remember when the next total lunar eclipse was going to happen? Yeah, December 31st this year, so New Year's Eve. That's what the magazine said, at least. Huh. Well, there you go. So today's December 31st. Wait, shit, if I got grabbed Christmas morning, then that means I've been here 6 days? Looks like it. We should get to the nearest town. Okay. Where would that be? There has to be one around here somewhere. Even deserts have some towns, whether they're in the Mojave, Sahara, Gobi. That's not what I'm worried about, though. What are you worried about? Forget it. Doesn't matter right now. Oh, come on! Tell me. I'm curious now. Impossible as it might seem, I could have sworn I could hear her frown. I'm worried about whether or not there are any survivors. Talis was right about the virus. You're saying humankind might be extinct. What the hell? No, wait, that's impossible. Never happened. Whole species can't just die out in 6 days, that's... I hope it's not the case, of course, but there's the possibility. Whatever. We should get moving. There's still 4 people stuck in there, including Quark. We need to find help and come back to them. Okay. I turned to take a step. There was a rough crackle over the radio and the sound of someone falling. I turned back around to see Phi on the ground. Hey! Are you alright? What happened? I ran over and helped lift her back up. She fumbled for a second and then clambered to her feet. Where are we? Her voice was low and rough. Huh? I see. This timeline. She didn't respond. I was about to begin a more irate line of questioning when she suddenly grabbed me by the shoulders. Hey, where's Dio? Dio? Oh yeah, I haven't seen him since we got out. Memory of a goldfish, doing a PhD. I'm sure he was with us when we left. Shit, we need to split up and find him. But why? Because he needs to tell me something. Why are you asking me this? What? Don't tell me you forgot. Wait. Maybe not. He must not have made this jump. She wasn't making any sense. Damn it. Look, forget about that. Just find Dio. I'm going over to that hill, so you take the other direction. Okay. But she'd already taken off without waiting for my answer. I watched her for a few moments, confused, before turning and heading off to look for Dio myself. Damn. Don't see him anywhere. Where the hell did that guy go? I was looking around, trying to decide where to go next, when I heard them. The signal must have degraded, but I could still make out a few words. Hey, hell, you... then... Dio. Their voices were cutting in and out, but I'd heard that last word clear as day. Dio. Sounded like Phi had found him. I spun around and took off in her direction. With this incredibly janky animation. That... transmitter. Transmitter? See... phone... home. Bed free. Souls anxious from you. The hell... Huh. I know about you. No, you're mid-ons. The transmission was getting clearer. Had to be getting closer. Never mind that. I asked you something. What's the password for the number 0? Number 0? The hell? You man? I am no man. Really? Really? The localizers of these games love just putting memes in when they don't really belong and don't feel necessary and just really take you out of a dramatic moment. How the hell can you crack jokes right now? Yeah, there we go. You haven't given me my answer. What's the deactivation code? Hey, what are you? Stop! Shit. That didn't sound good. I sped up and quickly crested the hill in front of me. There they were. Stop! I went down the hill as fast as I could, half running, half sliding. The Among Us death animations have really taken it up a notch. With the suits on, I couldn't tell who was who, but I had to stop them. not panting. I clambered to my feet, slightly winded from my ordeal. The suited figure I'd slammed against lay on the ground next to the other one. I moved over to peer through the visor. Dio. Is he still wearing his hat? No, I don't think he is. I think it's just how the helmet looks. His eyes were closed, almost like he was just sleeping. My tackle must have knocked him out. Thanks. That was a close one. No sweat. What's this transmitter you were talking about? You heard her? Yeah? Well, it's right over there. See that briefcase looking thing? He was trying to use that to get in touch with somebody. Where the hell did he get it? Probably had it hidden somewhere. Wait, hidden? Are you saying Dio's been here before? Yeah, probably. My guess is he came here, hid the transmitter, and then snuck into the building. Snuck in? I wasn't quite sure what to make of that, so I decided to take a closer look at the transmitter. There was a screen on the upper part with a bunch of numbers that looked, well, like nothing. What the heck is this? 78153610988380942491990551. Is that some kind of phone number? No, it's too long for that. It's 25 digits. What is it then? Don't know. I assume it's some kind of code, but I don't see a key to decode it with. Or is it the key to the code that we saw earlier? I heard an odd crackling noise in my helmet. It took me a moment to realize it was a voice. Dio's voice. What's so funny? I'm sorry. You guys just had it so fucking backwards I couldn't help myself. Yeah, because it is a key. You can't find the key to decode it? Well, no shit. The key's right in front of your face. What? That's the key. The message is somewhere else. You need those 25 numbers to decode it. None of what he was saying made any sense to me. Don't worry, Sigma. Many things make no sense to you, but they make sense to me, and that's who here it needs to make sense to, frankly, because I'm driving this boat, which may turn out to not be a boat at all. Dio, what's going on here? Who are you trying to call with this thing? What, you don't know? At least one of you is appropriately ignorant. Fine, whatever. Might as well tell you. I don't really have any reason to hide my identity now that my mission's a success. Besides, she'll probably tell you if I don't. Might as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Dio shifted to put his hands behind his head, but didn't bother to get up. I belong to an organization called the Myrmidons. I know normally for these ending monologues I wouldn't do a character voice, but at the same time Dio's is fun to do, so you've probably never heard of it. But there might be a few people out there who've heard of Free the Soul. If you haven't, well, it's a sacred religious order with over 1 million true believers. The Myrmidons are the hand of Free the Soul. We do what needs to be done to bring us closer to the new world Free the Soul promises. There are some people who might call us terrorists. I mean, because you are. Then again, from their point of view, I suppose we might be. We're trying to tear down the corrupt world they've built after all. But when the sun dawns for the first time on our new world, we'll be hailed as saints, holy messengers who cleanse the filth from a dying planet. Well, only a handful of people will really become saints, Not even all of the Myrmidons will be guaranteed sainthood. First, you have to be raised with the teachings of Free the Soul from birth. And then you have to be chosen to join the ranks of the elite and achieve great things. Returning from this mission would secure my position. Free the Soul is built around the teachings of a man named Brother, who founded our order many years ago. His teachings are too profound for ordinary people to understand. You could say that the core ideas of his doctrine are to separate oneself from worldliness, to destroy greed, and to divorce the soul from the body to cleanse it. Those who follow his teaching with discipline and devotion will be reborn as a new kind of human. Only this new species will be able to live in equality, in a world without war or starvation. Brother was born into a poor family. I've been told he didn't know his father, and that he lost his mother at a young age. The only family he had was his younger brother, a boy named Left. They say Brother had a special power, and that he was able to touch the thoughts of other people and see into them. It left him constantly exposed to the filthy greed of mankind. When Brother was 16, Left was found dead. His body was covered in bruises, but the police only made a cursory investigation and quickly ruled his death suicide. Later, Brother would find out that the killer had paid the police a massive bribe to keep the truth hidden. He burned with rage, but also found himself immersed in cold despair. Eventually, he received a divine revelation. Mankind was thoroughly corrupted by greed. They had to be purified, and a new world created. God had given Brother his mission. That was when he began to teach others the truth. And at the age of 26, he founded Free the Soul. I accidentally clicked there. Once Free the Soul was established, he devoted his resource to research on human cloning, so that he could create the new species he had foretold. He abducted, he invited to assist him a team of scientists from a research facility in the United States, and a year later, the first 10 new humans were born. Those 10 were the first generation of Myrmidons. Incidentally, I'm from the 4th generation. Our DNA comes from Left, Brother's younger brother. That means we all share a face. And we are all given the same name, Left. Some people think that's weird, but individuality seems much weirder to me. If everyone looks the same, there's no such thing as race, or even individuality. With cloning, you don't even need different genders. Now, how could you get more equal than that? Still, there's a little random deviation, and other factors can influence a clone's development. I was the best of my generation, so I was chosen to lead the Myrmidons. I was probably sent here because Brother noticed the caliber of my skills. My mission was to infiltrate this facility. When I was given my orders, I thought this was going to be my chance. In all my life, I've only ever once been punished for breaking our laws. It had to do with women. I had come into contact with someone unclean. I was considered corrupted. Even if I was punished harshly and purified my soul, my dishonor remained. I wanted to prove my loyalty to Brother, so I was determined to be successful on this mission no matter what. My entire purpose is to be part of the foundation of Brother's new world. Now that I've fulfilled that purpose, for the first time in my life I understand what true happiness is. Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these 2 hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name I give thanks. His voice had taken on an almost reverent tone, and as he finished speaking, he made some sort of odd sign over his chest. Fai shoved his hands away. I don't care about your goddamn mission. You did this to us. Now we're going to... She grabbed the rock he'd held over her only minutes ago and lifted it over her head. Fai? What are you... Shut up. You still haven't answered my question. I'm going to ask you one more time. What is the password for the number 0 bomb? Bomb? Again, he's just not finding out anything on this route, and just everything is just like, what? God, can you imagine if, like, this had been the first route you went down? You'd take a very different view of the game, I feel. That is interesting, although we probably ran into some locks along the way, so we couldn't. In fact, do we see locks we've gone past? I can't remember. I can't remember if we see locks we've gone past before we saw the keys, or if they just appear as just novel sections. So, we shall see. But you will also notice... Oh no, wait, no, ignore me. You will not notice. I can't read. Good, good. God damn it. Didn't I tell you to shut up? Now, tell me, what's the password? She swung the rock down towards Dio's head. Wait! Okay, okay. I'm fine. It's not going to do you any good, though. I completed my mission. What are you going to do with the password at this point? Not your problem. Just give it to me. Otherwise... Fine. No skin off my back. And password for the 0 bomb is... LXAQNSGDQ. Which is, you know, it's a slightly long-winded speedrunning spin-off show, but it's good. So I tossed the rock off to the side. That's funny to me. British humour. You heard that right, Sigma? What? The password. I'm gonna try my best to remember it, but I won't know if I managed to until after I made the jump. There's a chance I won't remember anything. So you need to memorize it just in case. Got it? I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about, but I was beginning to understand that it was probably pretty important. With that in mind, I repeated this strange series of letters over and over in my head, doing my best to memorize them. What? LXA, QNSGDQ. Ha 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 ha! See, Sigma? I too can remember a thing. Okay, we're done with you. Let's go. Go where? Not sure, but I think he does. Get up. Fai grabbed Dio's arm and hauled him to his feet. He jerked his arm away petulantly and began to walk. Is there a city near here? Yeah. Well, not really a city, I guess. More like a shelter. Some people who survived the disaster live there. Disaster? What disaster? Just shut up and follow me. You can see for yourself. I looked up. Must have been a clear night because there were more stars than I'd ever seen before. Thought I could even see the band of the Milky Way. And in the middle of that field of stars shone the full moon. A giant red orb looming in the center of the sky. Had it always been so big? And that's an ominous way to end. Okay. Anyway, we hit credits again. There you go. That's three endings down. That was a thing. Yeah, because like I say, there's a chance you could have just hit that accidentally and you'd have, like, all of Dio's motivation just right there already. It's weird. But interesting. So, I'm going to skip these credits because we've watched them through once already. Dio end. Yeah, we got the Dio end. And now that's opened this lock. What is the long string of numbers? Well, now we know because we have the hash key for them. However, oh no. Done it again. Done it again. Done it again. Let's watch this opening slideshow again. And we'll go back to the flowchart where we just were. So yeah, I'm thinking instead of backtracking to hit that, because I don't want to necessarily run into, like, the ending before I've cleaned everything else up. I think I'm going to continue working my way left, and then once we've hit that end, or of course if this splits off into extra flowchart, which I have a feeling it might, because there are three, I have a feeling that these two might be to go through the white doors, because there are three of them, and they're the same length. And then these are probably like the way towards the true end, I'm guessing, at least. In any case, I'm going to work my way to the left, and once we've got there, we will run back, cycle through again, hitting all the locks unlocking all the locks we hit before. And that'll be interesting, and I'll have completely forgotten what's going on in any given branch at that point, and it'll just be entire incomprehensible chaos, because, you know, wasn't enough of that before. But yeah, that is 5 ending branches of 19 currently. This game is big. Okay, so this has been a lot of fun, but I think this is where we leave it for the day. So I will say thank you all so much for watching. Thanks very much if you stayed to the end. It means a lot. If you've been watching this, you know where to find me, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent, S-E-R-A-S-E-N-T, the House of Hubris. You'll see all that on the title card in a second. And I am streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at, forgot my own timings for a minute there, 2 PM British time, that is 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific, other time zones are available. And we are going to be continuing until we beat this entire trilogy. I have, if I'm honest, no goddamn idea how long it will take, because this is large, and like, if the third one is as much larger than the second one than as this was than the first one, I'm going to be here until this time next year, so we shall see how it goes. Anyway, it's going to be a thing. Also, I occasionally do some bonus streams, so hey, if you want to be notified about when we're live, because some of them might be fairly impromptu, then throw us a follow and you'll get notified whenever we go live. Also, if you miss anything, VODs are on my Twitch for 8 weeks after the fact, or about 2 weeks after the fact, also updating every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. You have my YouTube, which the link is just down, like, there, I think, where you can see all my videos going all the way back to the start of the channel. Like, tons of games of all kinds, so there'll probably be something you like in there, and if not, let me know what you would like and I'll have a look at doing that. yeah, so go and subscribe to that. Get new VODs in your feed every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And hey, if you feel like me fighting cults in the desert is worth your money, then you can, of course, subscribe or cheer on Twitch. But you very much don't need to. Just turn up and have fun and be chill, and it's all good. And that's all just come and hang out. That's all I need. What else? If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, probably best place to start looking is Twitter at Waruce, that's W-A-R-U-C-E, where I post all my stream notifications and also bad jokes. And if you want to see me in other projects, then you can check out twitch.tv/thebardsplayhouse, that's TheBardsplayhouse, every Saturday night at 6:30 PM Eastern, that is 11:30 British time, because I have an interesting relationship with my own sleep schedule, where I exist and it doesn't. Where I'm in an ongoing Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Fall of London Chronicle. It's a lot of fun. We are just currently getting towards the end of it, but we've still got a little bit left to go. It's going to be very dramatic, and we're all going to make some terrible decisions and possibly die. So yeah, tune in for that. That will not be today, the 23rd. If you're watching this today, the 23rd, no stream tonight. We will be back next week, that is October the 30th, for, just as we come into Halloween, we can be vampires. As is traditional, Right. I think that's it. So, I will say again, love you all, thanks for being here, and I will see you soon on Tuesday. Bye.